Yes, today we are looking at FC Barcelona's current first team without players that are 25 plus years old. First, looking at goalkeepers. Ter Stegen and Neto are their goalkeepers, and both are out. That means they have no goalkeepers. And remember, this does not include their backup goalkeepers. So, yeah, these two are their main first team goalkeepers, and they are both out. Center backs. Legend for the club, Gerard Piqué. He is out. He's obviously over the age of 25. I think that's a big loss. He's one of their best defenders. He was one of the best defenders in the world. Yeah, big loss. Now, Araujo, he has been doing very well for Barca this season. I think people have underestimated him in other seasons, but this season he's playing and he's doing very well. So that's good for them. They have him. I think he's 21, so he fits under this category. Clement Lenglet does not make it, just barely. And Samuel Umtiti, it's not a big loss. I think they should have sold Umtiti a long time ago, so I don't think it's a big loss for them. Moving on to fullbacks. Serginho Dest, obviously staying, their new signing. He's been incredible. Sergio Roberto is not staying. He is older and he's not playing, so it's not a big loss for them, really. They have Dest. He's been kind of a backup player, Sergio Roberto. Junior Firpo, he's been also a backup player, but I think he can't exactly replace Jordi Alba, who is not making it, but he's still decent, so they have backup for that left back position. Midfielders. Legend for the club, Busquets, and he is out. Pjanic, who has just recently signed. I don't know how that signing worked. The Arthur and Pjanic swap deal is just very weird. And Pjanic does not make it. Ricky Puig does make it. And I think he's been doing well. He's not yet a first team starter every game, but he's kind of like a super sub, a good midfielder, I think. Felipe Coutinho, honestly one of my favorite players to see play. He does not make it. He's a bit over the age of 25. Now Pedri, he obviously makes it. He was their young signing who they probably thought was not going to really play so much, but he's been a beast for Barcelona this season, and I think it's very good for them that they get to keep him. Matheus Fernandes, also a recent signing, and he hasn't been incredible for Barca yet, but I think he hasn't had the chance to prove himself yet. And Frankie de Jong proved himself already. He's great, and he stays. Moving on to the last one of these forwards, Griezmann, who's had a superb season. Braithwaite, I don't know why they signed him, why they spent money on him. He doesn't make it. Lionel Messi obviously doesn't make it, but it's a big, big loss. Even though he cost them a lot of money with the new contract and everything, he's still Messi. He's a magician, and they lose him. Ousmane Dembele stays, Trincao stays, and Ansu Fati stay. They all stay, and they're all great. Dembele, if he didn't have a lot of injuries, I think he'd be starting every single game for Barcelona, but he has had a lot of injuries. Trincao, he signed with Pedri, and I think he can be a great player. Ansu Fati, we already know he doesn't have to prove himself anymore. He's amazing. So, yeah, their forwards are sorted, I think, even though they have to lose Messi. So the starting 11. No goalkeeper. That's a big problem. Junior, Firpo, Araujo, and Dest. It's a decent backline. I think if they had Jordi Alba instead of Firpo, it would be very good. De Jong and Fernandes, Puig, Pedri. Those are the 4 midfielders. And it's decent. I think they need more experience, but obviously this is 25 plus players are removed, so yeah, it's a good midfield. And then the attack, Trincao, Fati, and Dembele, pretty good. This whole team is a fast team. Every single player here has a lot of speed, so Barca would be a very fast team. I would love to see this team play. But yeah, that concludes the video. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.